After reports of gunfire on Saturday afternoon sent thousands of shoppers running for cover. The mall telling us this afternoon upwards of 10,000 people were in the mall when the panic ensued. Many shoppers running for exits, others locked in stores until police could escort them out. Investigators tonight still saying there's no evidence of gunshots in the mall and no one has been charged. But people we're talking to who were in the mall say they find that hard to believe. We have team coverage tonight beginning with the investigation and Ed Crump, who is at Crabtree Valley Mall. Ed?
Tisha, although police say they have found no evidence of any kind of shooting here, they are still trying to figure out what those noises were that so many heard and caused the panic here on Saturday afternoon. This cell phone video shot of young people dancing inside the mall captures one of the sounds many heard. Most describe that as a boom. When Mark Rush heard the sound, he grabbed his friends and family, and like thousands of others, they made a beeline for the exit. On the way out, Rush saw a suspicious man.
He pulled out a weapon.
Today, by phone from his hometown of Fayetteville, Rush said his friend thought he saw the man with a handgun arguing with someone. After passing the gunman, he says he and his friends and family heard shots ring out from that direction. After interviewing Rush on Saturday, we can only assume investigators looked for that man on many surveillance cameras inside the mall. On Sunday, Rush says a detective called him back with an explanation for the gunman.
The guy was most likely had a concealed weapons permit and was trying to protect the masses. And it just doesn't really make sense the way he was trying to portray a story.
Rush isn't the only skeptic. One man who works in the mall sent us these pictures of workers making repairs this morning. After witnessing what happened Saturday, he thinks the workers are patching bullet holes.
And then now they decide to patch a bunch of holes in the ceiling 2 days after something like that supposedly happened? It's not right. It's not right, and they're lying to us.
But when our cameras were allowed in the mall a short time later, investigators and a worker were still discussing the repairs and knew they were being photographed. Mall officials say one of the repairs was to a test hole made by Raleigh police. They say the other repair was to a patch on old construction. Now, on the Crabtree Valley Mall website, it says that there are surveillance cameras inside the mall, quote, covering every inch of the mall. Tisha, it's not clear if they will ever release any of that surveillance video to try to put an end to all these questions, or if a video even exists that shows what happened.
It's something a lot of people want answers to, especially those who feel their lives were in danger. Ed Crump in Raleigh for us tonight. Ed, thank you.
Now to the big board with a closer timeline of the event. Some of the critical details we know tonight, 48 hours after this all unfolded. And let's start on the first floor of the mall, outside the store Lush, with that video that everyone has now seen of a couple guys dancing, and then that boom. Here it is again from Instagram. It was a single boom. The Instagram user confirming that in the comments, saying it was just the one. So that brings us to the back to the mall. The first tweet from inside coming in at 2:33 p.m. from the American Eagle store. It's not far from Lush. That tweet reading, there is a shooter in Crabtree Valley Mall. I am currently locked inside American Eagle. Please send prayers. Now let's move to the upper level of Crabtree. At the same time as that tweet, the first 911 call comes into police. Police confirm the first call was at 2:33, and it was from someone inside the body shop. The big question, where did the reported gunfire come from? At 2:39, the first tweet came in, indicating there was a shooting inside the food court. But just a minute later, at 2:20, a tweet that reads, "Don't go to the Crabtree Mall, there's a shooting at the Belk store." So a lot of confusion, a lot of concern. And then within minutes, this video posted on social media showing the mass exit out of the mall. People flooding out of the doors of the Belk on that second level onto the parking lot. And as Ed said, just still a lot of questions about what exactly happened.
Also tonight, more stories from inside the mall. New at 6, one man who ran out of the mall only to run back in to help people either get out or to find safety inside. Heather Wallaga is in the Raleigh Eyewitness News Center with this story. Heather?
Tisha, this man has a military background and says when he first heard the pop, he thought he was having a flashback. But he quickly realized what he heard was happening now, and he jumped into action.
I heard the pop.
And then I turned, it's like, oh, crap, that was a gunshot.
DJ from Jacksonville, North Carolina, was spending Saturday at the mall with family when he was suddenly forced to run from danger. Once this military veteran knew his family was safe outside, he ran back toward the danger to help people.
So I've been trying to do my whole life. That's in my nature. I just went in, just started running, telling people to get up, directing everybody, trying to figure out where the shooter was coming from so nobody else got hurt.
DJ says he saw the panic on people's faces as he made a quick lap around the mall.
Yeah, I ran the whole top of the mall. I was shouting, just telling to get people out. Directing like exit this way, exit this way. I was telling the store owners, just get the gates down.
Within minutes, DJ says more than 100 officers swarmed inside. And while he credits them with doing a great job, he has no doubt what he witnessed was gunfire.
I am clear, I heard 3 shots. I heard the first shot. I got my family to safety, and there was actually a pause in between, 15 seconds in between the first shot and the second and third shot.
And I asked DJ, this military man, what kind of gun could have been fired and left no obvious evidence. He says a revolver because the shell casing stays inside the gun. Keisha?
Thank you. And if you want even more